What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. So we have DGEFENCING Fencing. They started this project. They're on day 2 and they're moving along pretty good. So I'm gonna flip the camera around here and show you what all they've done so far. Acacia decided to go with a 3-rail board fence, and then they're doing, there's 16-foot boards, so there'll be, every 8 feet they'll put a post, but everything's been going as according to plan and everything looks good, so we're pretty pleased with their work. I'll show some clips of them starting to pound some posts in up here in a corner, and then we'll go down and I'll walk through here and I'll show you what exactly is going on with this fence right now. This is the stuff that these guys have been installing, the board fence. There's a total of 500 feet. And then if you look way down there, they're running the return off of the barn. And then that's gonna turn into electric braid from that corner all the way down around the property here. But the posts that these guys use are just second to none. I was gonna do this project myself, and then after going out to Tractor Supply and Royal King, looking at their posts, they're horrible. The quality of these posts are just unbelievable. And if you see, they've already cutted this and then they put a router. They router all their edges and stuff. And when he sold me on this job, he told me that they treated all the way through these posts. And he said, once I cut it with a chainsaw, he said, you'll see it. And he's not lying. So we're gonna walk down through here and just get a look of what this is all gonna look like coming down through there. The popular boards, I believe that's what they used on this, could be stained here almost immediately. They did a moisture test on them and they were right around 15%. So as far as the post, they moisture contented at over 50%. So that's great whenever there's that much treatment in those posts. So they're definitely gonna have to sit, possibly he said till maybe next year before they'll accept stain. You can see down through here, all of our plumbing and stuff went down into the septic system. So I came up with our camera and located it, made sure, and he did a layout so it missed all that stuff. But he's got his bobcat over there with that hammer on, and this is all virgin ground. And that piece of equipment drove it right down through there, pretty much with no problem at all. So I'm gonna throw a drone up in the air here and take a look from a top view. All right, guys, this fencing project is complete. Man, did the weather play a huge toll in this whole thing. And, it's out of everyone's control, but Ian has been really cool about everything, and, understanding that coming out here and pouring down rain and doing this fence, they were more than capable of doing it, but he was able to go on other jobs and keep his guys busy, and I appreciate that because I didn't want the place completely tore apart. But it literally the day he started, I think I got like a solid day in, and then it was just like rain on and off, and like major rain, like 2-3 inch rain events. So we're gonna flip the camera around. I'm gonna show you some stuff here, and as I'm walking over, I'm gonna throw up some drone footage and stuff you guys could check out. I was able to catch them with the drone as they were coming down through the valley and stuff. But I'll flip the camera around here right after that, and we'll take a look at the fence. So he did everything exactly the way Keisha wanted. He left a board out here in case she wanted a different design. I told him I would do this, but we have a little walkthrough here, stuff like that, and a hitching post. Whenever she brings the horses and stuff over, this thing is completely solid. These are those 5x8 posts I was talking about in the previous clips, and they were 5x8s all through here. So it's a 3-board fence. There's a total of about 500 feet of 3-board fencing, you know, coming up through here. And then if you look way down through the pasture there, that was about 3,000 feet of fence posts he installed. And I had him install them with corner bracing and everything if we ever decide to do like a poly coating, wiring, stuff like that. But we were able to get together with Electrobraid, and we're going to be doing some videos on installing Electrobraid fencing. If you're not familiar with Electrobraid, definitely stay tuned for some videos on installs. It's a very cool product, and it's more user-friendly whenever you come to like horses and stuff like that. It's not the wiring, you know, where some cattle fence is installed. They claim it's a lot safer. So we're gonna do some install videos on that. And these posts are 20 foot on center. And like I said previously, I did have him reinforce all this if we are going to someday put wire in or poly-coated wiring. So this is what the fence looks like from the inside. This is kind of like where everything comes up to the 5 stalls. So it's definitely a work in progress. You could see next we're going to be trying to move some animals over here and get Jack and Jasper and Mocha and all them closer to where we can keep an eye on them, be a little bit safer. But I believe there was 175 posts that these guys put in through this whole project, and out of 175 they had to drill, I believe, 3 of them. So we got pretty lucky with not hitting rock. And his equipment, he got the drill with the carbide teeth and then went right through it. Wasn't a big deal at all for those guys. So that's a wrap on the video. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in a comment. Check him out, D&E Fencing. I'll leave his contact information down in the description. He's a solid guy, you know, and whenever I have things done on our property, I always get prices, but I always go with the cheapest price. He was not the cheapest, I'll be completely honest, but the material and the work that he did was worth the extra money, in my opinion. There's a famous saying, you get what you pay for, and these poles, I can't brag about them enough. They're something that you cannot buy in Tractor Supply or Royal King. These are true spun down posts. So it's something to consider whenever you're doing a project like this. God willing, you know, we have this property for many, many years to come, and this stuff will last for sure. So we appreciate you following along, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.